One of the best parts of a great anime series is getting to watch characters grow and develop into better versions of themselves. Sometimes this growth can be pretty dramatic, to the point that the character is a totally different person by the series' conclusion. There's Izuku Midoriya from My Hero Academia, who goes from being a powerless middle schooler to a formidable hero. Hey guys, it's Anime here, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we have listed down the top 10 anime where the main character is born as weak, but works harder to become stronger. Before we start, we always create new content on anime, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring that bell icon, set us all to be notified about our latest videos. Number 10. Tales of Symphonia, the animation, Untitled Chapter. Well, I have no word for this anime how many times I watch this anime. I don't feel bored at all. Well, this anime of course comes from the video game Tales of Symphonia, so the story is the same. It starts out being the Save the Planet storyline, as a girl who was the chosen one and her friends set out to journey to a tower where she'll become an angel and rescue the planet. However, after Lloyd, the main character, learns something serious about becoming an angel, the story takes a pretty big twist, which is pretty interesting. This anime is made for fans of the game. If you're someone who hasn't played it, the pacing is going to leave you confused and without a lot of context behind events. If you are a fan of the game, you'll probably enjoy it. Number 9. The Familiar of Zero. The anime tells the story about this girl named Louise, who comes from a noble family. She couldn't do the magic properly, could not perform well, at all actually. Everyone in her class laughs at her because she doesn't know how to use magic. When she performs magic, sure, there would be an explosion. But at the beginning of the semester, all the students are required to perform a ritual to choose a lifelong partner. But what this girl summoned is a high school student named Saito. She proceeds to treat him like a normal familiar, but worse, making him wash her clothes, sleep on a bed of hay, and whipping him with a riding crop for little or no reason. Zero no Tsukaima, or the Familiar of Zero, follows the adventure of Louise and Saito as they help their classmates and friend, while occasionally blundering into situations where they risk their lives to save one another. Saito tries to get back to Japan, but he also wields the power to effectively use any weapon to protect himself and his friends. It was very fun to watch this with some romance and ecchi on it. I absolutely love it. Number 8. Air Gear. The story starts with young man Minami Itsuki, or simply called as Ikki. He's our protagonist, a hot-headed kid who got his ass kicked by a street gang member of the Storm Riders. Upon heading home, he discovers a not-so-secret locked room in their house, containing a pair of air treks, motorized rollerblades. He wore the ATs and rode it for the first time in his life. Days after learning how to ride air treks, Ikki plans to build his own Storm Riders gang. As he progresses deeper and deeper to the art of the air trek, problems arise from left and right. To be able to reach the top, he and his gang needs to widen their territory and improve their rank to challenge stronger riders. Overall, Air Gear turns out to be a pretty exciting sports anime to watch, with the main story easy enough to follow that kids can watch it, but with all the fan service, it's not advised. Even though the story develops well enough, there is a lot of stuff that is randomly added in, which further complicates this anime. Number 7. Grimgar, Ashes and Illusions. The anime is much like SAO, where the main characters are thrown inside a game with a bunch of kids. There, they only remember their own name. When they come out of the darkness, they realize that they are in a fantasy world, without any memory, without the ability to fight, without the money they must survive in a world of fantasy. Now what will happen to them? Well, find out by watching it yourself. This may look boring to you at first, but from episode 4 onwards, the plot keeps up with the audience's expectations. Those who still choose to give a chance to this anime up to the 4th episode will definitely finish it to the end. This anime was a nice change in pace to the usual action-packed anime that I like. The pacing may be a little slow, but the character development makes up for it, and the action is wonderful. I definitely recommend watching this to those who need a change of pace for a while. Number 6. Tiger and Bunny. The story takes place in NC 1978 by imagining new changes from New York City to Stern Town Build. There are people with special abilities called Next. They can exert power for good and evil. The unique organization of Next members appeared on a TV station called Hero TV. They're pursuing crime to bring the sponsor's attention and get the hero point to become the next king of heroes. At first glance at the title, the first impression was that the show, Tiger and Bunny, will be a cute show with talking tigers and bunnies. But it's not. This may be a disappointment for some, but don't worry, Tiger and Bunny is well worth checking out. It's a show that constantly tossing up oohs and ahs, and will keep a smile on your face. Deep and thought-provoking this is not, but when a show is this fun, goofy, and explosive, it works just as well. If you like to watch anime with action where the hero grows stronger and stronger, it's perfect for you. Number 5. Eyeshield 21. The plot of the anime follows Senna, a student who becomes an American football player against his desire, but eventually becomes the star of the team. Wearing an eye shield to protect his identity, Senna, as the main character, must overcome stronger teams and players by evolving physically and spiritually in a way to get the ultimate victory. The anime is very good, but I don't think it's good for football haters. The anime is well developed with many plot and surprises in it. The best action sport comedy anime ever, with great storyline and cool animation. I really enjoy it. This story gives us a more detailed world of football in America. This anime brings more life to another main cool evil character like Yuchi. Without a doubt, this anime really pulled on our nerves with their cruel matches, and I'm really astonished with their animation, their plot, and knowledge about American football. Number 4. Kenichi, the Mightiest Disciple. For the most part, I love a story that starts off with a weakling and he trains hard and becomes more powerful as the show progresses. That's what you get with this anime. The main protagonist Kenichi, a mostly typical high school boy who is unfortunately picked on and bullied for most of his life, but just as he's getting used to the idea, he meets a very unusual girl who changes his whole perspective. She does what he couldn't do, protect people. With that girl in focus, he determines that he no longer wants to be pushed around and sets out to change his life through martial arts. But in reality, it seems that he bites more than he can chew, as he finds himself confronted with ever tougher opponents as things progress. But thanks to the girl, Miyu Furinchi, we find Kenichi training with 5, sometimes 6, of the best martial arts masters in the world. Overall, I enjoyed it and rewatched this a lot. I hope you all enjoy it as much as I do. Number 3. Katekyo Hitman Reborn. Suna's boring life takes an extraordinary twist when he encounters the mysterious Reborn, who happens to be a hitman and, shockingly, a baby. Sent from the strongest mafia family in Italy, Reborn is assigned the daunting mission of preparing the dull middle schooler to succeed the 10th generation leader of the famous Vongola mafia family. The dull boy has a grueling road ahead, but with the help of his new criminal affiliates and his peculiar home tutor, perhaps even loser Suna can achieve greatness. If you're looking for a hilarious anime with very unique characters and some interesting fighting, look no further than Hitman Reborn. This anime contains its fair share of battles, action, and romance to go along with the many laughs you'll inevitably have. Number 2. Yu Hakusho. 14-year-old Yusuke is the toughest kid in his junior class. He constantly gets into fights with other students. He ditches class on a regular basis, and he hates listening to authority figures. So it comes as quite a surprise to everyone when he suddenly jumps in front of a car to save the life of a little boy. However, because of his noble sacrifice, Yusuke was given a second chance at life. But things are much different the second time around. He could see ghosts, fight demons, and harness his own spirit energy. With his heightened senses and new abilities, he is appointed the position of spirit detective. Yu Hakusho is the story of Yusuke growing out of his immature, delinquent phase and becoming a man capable of protecting those he loves and the world from supernatural threats. Looking for a shonen that doesn't feel generic like most shows of today, has good protagonists, and has an awesome OST and more? Look no further than this masterpiece. And at number 1 we have Hajime no Ippo. The story follows the Makunachi Ippo, who is very weak. He very often gets bullied by his classmates, and he dreams of fighting back with them, but he has never had the courage to do this. One day he gets beaten by his classmates. At this moment he was saved by a man who encouraged him to learn boxing. Overall, Hajime no Ippo is a highly entertaining anime series that is able to capture the pure essence of boxing, with some truly memorable bouts, even though the whole overcome any obstacles with hard work thing is getting a bit played out in the shonen genre. It still proved to be an effective plot device in the series. Some may be daunted by the sheer length of this series, which is 75 episodes. Nevertheless, if you're the type of person who enjoys this type of combat shonen anime, then without a doubt, you'll enjoy this experience. Alright guys, that's it for today's list. I hope you enjoyed. Was there any anime that you think we missed? Be sure to comment it down below. Be sure to like and share, and definitely don't forget to subscribe. As for now, I'll catch you later. See you in the next one.